In the beginning of this year, I decided to give journaling a try and actually surprise myself. I was consistent for about 2 weeks. And then life got busier and busier and busier, and I fell out of routine. So I decided to challenge myself to get back into this habit and push myself to find time to do it for 10 minutes daily for 1 whole week. Although my schedule right now is a whole lot busier. Let's see if I make it to the end. Those 10 minutes were really long. There were points where I would just caught myself daydreaming, just staring at my television. I decided to use my journal for this one. It's very straightforward. It breaks it down into the goals that I have for this week or for today, any struggles that I encountered, the highlight of my day, what I'm grateful for, something that I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's a nice little check-in with yourself. So I really like this journal. I got it for $5. Which we love, affordable prices. Day 1 was rough. My mind was constantly getting distracted and wanting to do anything but sit still. I decided that in order for me to get focused, there were 2 non-negotiables that had to be placed. I had to set my timer for 10 minutes, and I had to dedicate a space each day for reflection to minimize any disruptions. It was the only way, you guys. Now, day 2 was a whole lot better. I had several thoughts going through my mind that I just wanted to vent. I learned about stream of consciousness, which is a type of journaling where you literally just write down all of your thoughts, ideas, impressions, anything that comes to your mind in that moment, with no order or structure. I know, it drove me crazy at the beginning too, but it works, y'all. Reading back, it's not gonna make sense, I'm telling you, so don't even think about trying to make it perfect. I definitely felt a whole lot less stressed and overwhelmed just from doing this practice. Day 3, I wanted to try out some journal prompts just to switch it up a little bit. And I discovered so much more about myself that I was honestly not even paying attention to. Prompts like, what does self-care look like to me? What are my current goals for personal growth? What drives me? What brings me joy daily? And I also found that by romanticizing it a little bit, by having a candle lit up, playing some lo-fi music, having some tea, having some coffee, I was just able to put myself into a mental state of peace where I was just able to be more focused. So I've been journaling now for 4 days straight. The change that I feel is crazy. I feel more clarity during my day. I don't feel so overwhelmed because I always have so many thoughts going on in my head, and this week has been crazy because I have been working on my website and getting all that finalized for you guys. So I've had a lot of things that I have had on my mind, and just by me being able to get all of those thoughts out of my head and onto a piece of paper and physically be able to see it and make a plan for it really helps me to be more organized. I give all the props to journaling because just in 4 days, I feel such a huge difference mentally and emotionally. I actually started to look forward to my journaling session. Who would have thought, y'all? I wanted to get clarity and I didn't want to have all of these thoughts driving me crazy all day. The 10 minutes soon started to feel like 3 minutes. I just started to get into this flow state. I felt like I was venting to my best friend about my whole life, but they just couldn't give their opinion. Why do I write so huge? Look at this. I literally wrote 3, max 4 words per line. Like, ending the week strong, I was excited to write in my little journal all about my day. I also started to find myself using journaling as an outlet for my creativity. Whatever flowed in that moment, any ideas I had, I just didn't stop to overthink it. I would just write it down. I saw a huge boost also in my self-confidence because I started to realize that I actually have a lot of pretty good ideas, you guys. It is day 7 of this week-long journey of journaling, and y'all, it is definitely clear how powerful a pen and a paper is. It's unmatchable, you guys. It was very eye-opening. I feel so much more connected with my emotions because I actually started to become aware of what was stressing me out and what were the things that were bringing me joy in my day. So at the beginning of this week, I literally had so many things in my mind that I had to do. My website is officially now live, you guys. I'll link it down below. It was definitely a lot of work, a lot of energy. As I started to get those thoughts out of my mind and I was able to visually see them on a piece of paper, I was able to actually now make a plan. I saw what needed to get done, and from there I was just able to prioritize what I had to do first. Now, with this being said, there was definitely a lot of challenges at the same time. A lot of challenges. I am a very busy person. I have so many things going on right now. I know you guys do also, because we all have a life. We all have to work, we have to cook, we have to clean. And if you have kids, I don't know how you do it, but we're always super busy. Just 10 minutes or 5 minutes, we have that amount of time. Either in the morning or in the evening, we're just not prioritizing it. It was definitely challenging just for me to be able to find the time in my busy day to just sit down and journal. When you first start to journal, you start to overthink. Does this even make sense? What am I supposed to write down? What don't I write down? Is this even important? Just write everything down. If I was thinking about freaking pandas, or I was thinking about tacos, or about how I had to pay my light bill the next day, I was literally writing all of that down. At the same time, I was able to see these patterns in my writing. I really enjoyed doing journal prompts because it really makes it more interesting. It makes it more fun because you're answering questions and you're getting to know more about yourself. It also really helps you to narrow down your focus. Time went by like this, but a couple tips that I have for you guys if you're wanting to start journaling: set a timer, because that helped me a lot. Just like setting a 5 or 10 minute timer and just actually sitting down. Just sit down in a quiet space. Also make it exciting. I would either sit by the window, or I would put on some music. I would light up a candle. Overall, I really enjoyed the challenge, and I highly encourage you guys to also start journaling, because all the good things that you hear about it, it's all true. And I am challenging myself now to keep doing this for the next 30 days to hopefully make it a habit again, because I really see the difference in my mental and emotional state. Here's to another challenge, and let me know down in the comments if you currently are journaling, if there's any questions or anything that I can help you with to start your journey on it. And as always, I appreciate you guys so much, and stay blessed. Oh my, what a one.